NYIT is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk County's Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. A volunteer firefighter in Baldwin has died after becoming ill at the scene of a fire today. Officials say 43-year-old Michael Esposito apparently suffered a heart attack at the scene of a fire at a house on Grand Avenue. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. Nassau County fire officials say the cause of the fire was being investigated. 8 people were in the home at the time. None were injured. Esposito was reportedly a former captain and a 21-year member of the Baldwin Fire Department. A Long Island village has been trying to decide if a vintage car that was bequeathed to the community should be sold to help offset a budget deficit. Jody Goldberg has the story.
This 1929 vintage Packard could help Amityville deal with its looming budget problem. The car was donated to the village in 1999 by a local family after the late owner, Victor Doyle, passed away. And since then, the village says it's been kept in pristine condition.
Victor Doyle was a very good friend of mine, and he passed away. It was given to the village, and it needed care, and we took care of it for the last 11 years.
Local auto body shop owner Joe Josephson is one of the men who helps maintain the classic car. What does the car mean to you?
A lot.
But now the village says it plans to sell the car to help offset a threat of property tax hikes.
We're cutting 10,000 here, 20,000 here. We're reducing some of the programs at a Village Beach, and everybody feels it's the proper thing to do.
Back in 1929, when the car was originally sold, it went for roughly $4,200. And today, some people estimate it's anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000. And Peter Castley says when the car is sold, it will help keep the tax rate down.
If we weren't in a budgetary crisis, we wouldn't even think about selling it. But you got to come up with the money someplace. So we're doing a lot of other things in the budget, but this is one of the big ticket items in the budget.
But residents seem mixed on the idea.
If they can make a decent dollar on that packet, then my vote is, which I don't have, is to sell it.
If I was the family that donated the car, I think I'd be rather hurt or annoyed, really, by the prospect of now taking this car as a donation and selling it for the community.
In Amityville, Jody Goldberg, LI News Tonight.
A grocery store chain is launching a new loyalty card that it says will give customers points to help them save money on gasoline. Sophia Allen has more.
Stop and Shop and Shell Gas have joined together in a rewards program that allows customers to earn points that can save them money when they fuel up at participating Shell stations. Store officials say when customers sign up for the gas rewards program at their local Stop and Shop, they automatically earn 1 point for every dollar spent when they use their loyalty card. And with gas prices as high as they've been, representatives say this program is a great way to help customers save some money.
They can get what is called a loyalty card, and you bring it to a Shell station, and if you have 100 points, you get 10 cents off. If you get 200 points, 20 cents off a gallon. And the max is $2.20. So in today's world of high gas prices, it's a real savings for the customer.
A lot of customers say that it's a good idea that Shell gas station and Stop and Shop are partnering together to help them save money on gas.
With the economy the way it is and has been, I think this is wonderful.
Sounds wonderful. Anything to save money.
This Shell station owner and manager says people often go out of their way just to save a few pennies on a gallon of gas.
Well, I think it's a great program overall. It helps consumers save quite a bit of money, up to 30 to 40 cents on a gallon.
I think it's a good thing. I do shop a lot at Stop and Shop. I spend, I would say, maybe $100 every week at the grocery store, so I'll probably save me a couple dollars.
In Syosset, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
Nassau County is going to give some parking scofflaws a break, at least for a little while. The county says people with parking tickets more than a year and a half old will be allowed to pay the face value of the tickets without penalties or interest until the end of next month. But then, as Elsa Gillis reports, watch out.
If you have some old parking tickets lying around, it's time to pay up. The Nassau County Traffic and Parking Violation Agency is launching an amnesty program for all parking tickets issued before January 1st, 2010.
This amnesty program will waive the late fees and additional fines for not paying timely on these parking tickets.
The amnesty period is already in effect and continues through the end of next month.
Significant dollars owed our county. Please pay up, avoid your late charges during this amnesty period. Now is the time.
Mangano says there have been almost 400,000 parking tickets issued that are eligible for the amnesty program, valued at nearly $50 million. But he says once the period is over, the county will begin an aggressive enforcement and collection effort.
No reductions will be offered after the amnesty period has concluded. All vehicles that have 3 or more unresolved tickets are subject to the boot and tow law.
The boot and tow program will begin promptly on July 1st. A boot is a clamp-like device that will be put on your tire, preventing you from driving. And if you have 3 or more tickets, your car could also be towed.
Let me stress, additional costs related to these efforts will be borne by the violator. So not only will you be paying all your late fees, you're going to have to pay for the boot and tow program. And that's why we're giving ample time and ample notice to residents.
In Mineola, Elsa Gillis, LI News Tonight.
Press play to start your future. Learn the industry. Use the technology. Become an expert in television reporting, journalism, radio, digital film, public relations and advertising, television production, digital graphics, a beautiful state-of-the-art campus, a road to the job you've always wanted, in the media capital of the world. Communication Arts at NYIT. When can you start?
Here, 3 memoir authors share their stories at 3 Short Women, 3 Tall Tales at the Northport Public Library on Thursday, May 19th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, call 631-261-6930. There are 2 freshwater fishing clinics for junior anglers at Caleb Smith State Park Preserve in Smithtown on Saturday, May 21st. One is at 9 a.m., the other at 1 p.m. To reserve a spot, call 631-265-1054. Spend a little time at home with Ginger Rogers, a theatrical tribute and high tea at the Ward Melville Heritage Organization in Stony Brook on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. and Sundays at 12:30 p.m. through June 12th. No show on Memorial Day weekend. Advance reservations are required. For more information, call 631-689-5888 or check out Spies, How Long Island Patriots Helped George Washington Win the Revolution. It's an interactive exhibit at the Three Village Historical Society in Setauket on Sundays in June from 1 till 4 p.m. For more information, call 631-751-3730. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
Teaching young people to respect the environment is a lesson best taught early on. And as Stephanie Belazaire reports, that's exactly what one school is doing with its penny trees.
Every year for the past 12 years, a tree has been planted at the Lynbrook Kindergarten Center to represent that year's graduating class. And at the tree planting ceremony, students wore creative hats they made out of recycled items they collected.
On a special day, the children have spent time in their classrooms learning about Earth Day and ways in which they could help the environment with recycling and other activities.
Flowers, and I planted a tree.
Before they planted that tree in their kindergarten, students sang their theme song.
It's a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground.
On the 100th day of school, the children brought in 100 pennies each, and we collected $176, which we were able to then purchase our yearly penny tree, along with impatiens that have been supplied to the kindergarten center by our parents club. And the children have their very own kindergarten that they could go to and watch.
As part of their annual tradition, here at Lynbrook Kindergarten Center, the students here decided to plant a tree to represent the year they're going to graduate in 2023.
They love it. We've had many children come back and go look at the tree, admire the tree that they actually planted the year that they actually graduated from the kindergarten center.
In Lynbrook, Stephanie Belazaire, LI News Tonight.
Historians are taking advantage of modern technology to give them some insight into the lives of mummies that are thousands of years old. Robert Marzano has more.
Doctors gathered at North Shore LIJ Hospital preparing to do a CT scan, not on a patient, but a 2,600-year-old mummy from ancient Egypt, perfectly preserved inside an unopened cartonnage or coffin. Inside, they found a female mummy, the daughter of a high priest, dating back to 700 BC.
This is a mummy whose cartonnage has actually never been opened. And the nice thing about it is we're able to get these images without actually disturbing the mummy and then examine what the remains are inside.
The cartonnage, which holds the mummy, is beautifully decorated and shows the mummy is a 16-year-old female. Experts say the way she was mummified helps reveal her social status and gives clues about her life.
There were different kinds of mummification based on the ability to pay, and she seems to have had the most expensive kind, which suggests that she's from a very high status family.
When the tomb of Tutankhamun was discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter in the Valley of the Kings, the mummy needed to be unwrapped in order to study its anatomy. But with the technology of the 21st century, this mummy can be kept as is, making it possible to study it without disturbing it.
So what we're doing is we're leaving the mummy in its original coffin, and we're doing pictures to see how old it is, confirming that it actually is a girl, and how it might have died.
When you're doing an evaluation like this one, you really have free reign to use whatever tools and technology are at your disposal to make as full and complete a picture of the anatomy of the specimen as you can.
Once the tests are completed, the mummy will be returned to the Egyptian Art section of the Brooklyn Museum. In Manhasset, Robert Marzano, LI News Tonight.
Long Island Congressman Peter King is leaving the door open for a possible presidential bid. King's national profile has reportedly soared as head of the House Homeland Security panel. King says he's taking a wait-and-see approach to a suggestion by Nassau County Republican Committee Chairman Joseph Mandello last night that he run for president. King tells the AP, "Let's see what happens." And he insists he's focused on another run for Congress in 2012. Well, we had a mix of sun and clouds early today. Then the clouds really moved in with some scattered showers. Today's high was up around 70 degrees. Tonight, a mix of rain and thunder with a low in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, showers expected, high up near 70. Friday, chance of thunder showers with a high in the upper 60s. Saturday, scattered showers, a high in the mid-70s. And the outlook for Sunday, partly cloudy with a high in the upper 70s. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.